Hi, I'm Sam Howard. I play linebacker for Tulane University, and I'm thankful to be on the show. I forgot that. I forgot that. Take three. Hi, you guys. I'm Sam Howard from Tulane University. I play linebacker, and thank you, Las Million College.
Great. Yeah, great.
So.
Connors loses the balls. He's hit, picked up by Howard. He's back to the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Bienvenido a las Million College, Sam. Es para nosotros un honor que el líder de la defensa de Tulane Green Wave haya aceptado nuestra invitación y que hayas hecho un hueco para nosotros en tu agenda. Vamos a empezar por el principio. ¿De dónde eres, dónde creciste y cuándo empezaste a jugar a fútbol?
So, Sam, welcome to Las Million College. It's truly an honor for us to have the leader of the Tulane Green Wave defense accept our invitation and make time for us in your schedule. Let's start from the beginning. Where are you from? Where did you grow up? And when did you start playing football?
First off, I appreciate you guys for having me on. It's definitely an honor for me. Someone asked me to even speak on your podcast, so I appreciate that. Originally, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I started playing football when I was 4 years old, and pretty much I've been playing since then. My first sport was baseball at 3, and I started playing basketball at 8. So I was a 3-sport athlete for a while, then got to high school and decided to focus on basketball and football. And I didn't start playing linebacker until junior year of high school. So.
Genial. Nos gustaría ir repasando paso a paso tu evolución hasta ahora. Vas a Sage Valley High School, donde aparte de jugar de linebacker, también juegas a baloncesto, ¿no? Como comentaste. ¿Cómo recuerdas tu época de high school?
Sam, we would like to go step by step through your journey so far. You went to Sage Valley High School, where in addition to playing linebacker, as you mentioned, you also played basketball. How do you remember those days in your time in high school?
My time in high school was amazing. Just being able to play football and basketball, because basketball was a passion for me. At one point, I thought I was going to play basketball, but it got to a point where I stopped growing and I wasn't very good at point guard, so I knew that wasn't a sport for me. But just my experience at Sage Valley, I learned a lot. Learned a lot of characteristics that I have now, like teamwork and just being able to just lead a group of men, and just being able to, learn how to play the game the way it's supposed to be played defensively, just running to the ball, like just those type of values on the field, and just being able to take them into college has helped me along the way.
In your time in high school, when you are playing there, you played as a linebacker?
Yes, sir. I didn't. Yeah. I started playing linebacker junior year of high school.
Yeah, and in that level, you also wear the green dot. Do you have a communication with the defensive coordinator or with the coaches, or it's not that advanced in technology in high school?
So in high school, yeah, they weren't doing the C2P. That's what it's called. They weren't doing that in high school. They didn't start. I don't believe they started doing that until actually last year, 2024, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe 2023. But yeah, they didn't start doing that until then. But that would have been cool. But I definitely had a great relationship with my defensive coordinator, Matthew Partridge. He's awesome. I could call him right now and we could chat like old times. So I'm thankful for him.
Vale, eres de la clase de 2020 y eliges Austin Peay para iniciar tu carrera. ¿Cómo fue este inicio de tu primer año, 2 años en los Governors? Y me imagino que con el COVID de por medio, ¿no? 2020.
So you were part of the class of 2020 and you chosen Austin Peay to begin your college career. What was that experience like during your first 2 years with the governors, especially with the COVID years? No.
Okay, so yeah, definitely. You're getting ready for senior prom and getting ready for graduation, and all of a sudden, a pandemic happens. It's something that's unheard of. You never thought would happen, and just being around that time, just not able to go anywhere, do anything was hard. It's hard, but you learn to adapt to the environment around you. And just during that time, I was still trying to figure out what college I wanted to go to. At the time, I only had 3 scholarship offers to Mississippi Valley State University, to Miles College, and to Shorter University. I had a previous offer from Alabama A&M, but I didn't have it anymore around the springtime of 2020. So just having a scout from Austin Peay come to the school to look for a class of 2021, just having a chat with him and him allowing me to be able to come on an unofficial visit, because at the time they didn't have any scholarships left for linebackers. So just going on campus and just experiencing it with my family, it was a surreal moment. I knew it was home when I got there. So I just took a leap of faith and walked on there. I went as a preferred walk-on. Thanks to Eddie Morrissey, Coach Eddie Morrissey. He was the O-line coach at the time, for allowing me to take a visit. But being there freshman year 2020 to 2021, I mean, I learned a lot. I earned my scholarship around that time, so having Coach Scotty Walden come in November of 2020 and just allowing me to, trusting me to be a scholarship player was awesome. And I'll never forget that time of my life.
When you talk about the scholarship, yeah, I mean that they pay all the studies for you, or you have to pay anything?
Okay, so as a walk-on at the FCS level, when you're put on scholarship, you're not put on full scholarship. That's not how it works. You kind of get put on like different levels to it. So when I got put on scholarship, it wasn't full scholarship. It was maybe like 35%. So it got to a point where school was pretty much paid for, but I also had to worry about rent, and food and whatnot. I still had to come out of pocket for that. I didn't get on full scholarship at the FCS level until 2022. So I was pretty much set around that time. So that was great too. So.
Nice. Interesting.
Elegido capitán en 2022, empezando a ser importante, y 2023 el de tu explosión. Elegido el primer equipo de la United Athletic Conference, además de varios premios académicos. ¿Cómo fueron estos 2 años para ti dentro y fuera del campo?
So you were named team captain in 2022. You started to become a key player, and then in 2023 was your breakout year. You were selected to the United Atlantic Conference first team, and you also received several academic honors. How were those 2 years for you, both on and off the field?
2022 was life-changing for me. 2021, I had a neck injury. I tore a ligament in my neck. And that following spring of 2022, I pretty much earned the starting spot at linebacker in the spring. And going into camp of 2022, I pretty much had solidified that spot. And in practice, I had another injury with my neck. And the doctors told me that I had to have a conference with my family on whether or not I should continue to play the game of football or not. And that was a tough time for me. But after going through 2021, after the ligament tear, like I knew at the time, once I went through that tough time, when it happened again in 2022, I kind of was at peace with the situation. I just leaned on God. God got me through that situation because I learned a lot about myself. Beyond the game of football, I learned my purpose in life. And it's just to be a leader of men, and know God and help people know God as well, and just show, like, let God live through me. So learning through that time, it was awesome. 2022, and just going into 2023, that entire year was no doubt the best year of my life, on and off the field. I got closer. My relationship with God got really close. I went to Every Nation campus starting in January of 2023. That spring, participated in spring. I didn't do a lot of contact, but I participated pretty much in throughout the whole spring. The May of 2023, I went to a career sports forum in Indianapolis, Indiana, and just being able to have that opportunity was awesome. I was a recipient of the, what do you call it, the AASP award. I forgot the acronym. But it was
Don't mind.
Yeah, it was a blessing, man. And 2023 pretty much changed my life. Before our season of 2023, unfortunately, we lost a teammate that had just got there, 18-year-old Jeremiah Collins. I never forget him. Yeah, he passed away before camp. And our team we got so much close together. Like, it's special. Like, I can call all those guys right now and we can have like a reunion or something.
Yeah.
But several of us got baptized in the end zone during camp of 2023. Yeah. And that season is just unforgettable. Obviously, we were undefeated in conference. Unfortunately, we lost the first round of playoffs to Chattanooga, but it still was a memorable season. So just on and off the field, it was an amazing time for me. Learned a lot and still learning a lot, man, and just it's foundation to live off of.
You said that you deal with 2 neck injuries. Were those playing in a game, or were those bad luck, or you have to change the way you tackle, or something like this?
2021, it was during kickoff. I was special teams was my team. Like, that's how I earned a scholarship. Special teams always been my niche. Like, I knew, like, hey, if I could just ball out on special teams, like, I'll get noticed. And just running down on kickoff and colliding with a guy and just feeling that pain I felt, like, it was just, I knew something was wrong when I got to the sideline. Like, it was tough. But coming back, like I said, I participated in spring of 2022 after the 2021 season. I was out 10 weeks, not being able to do any physical activity, but coming back 2022 and immediately, going contact and practicing full out, I think that was the thing that kind of predicated what happened in 2022. 2022, I kind of just pretty much, we was in practice. We was going through a simple drill. We were in spiders and helmet. It wasn't really a big contact type of day. And we were doing tackling circuit. And I was the ball carrier and I was just making a move. And the defender, my teammate, he came and was supposed to tag me off, just tag off, don't hit. But he ended up hitting me in my head. My head kind of like went in the lock of my shoulder and it was a big stinger and it lingered for a while. So they didn't let me go back on the field until I told them the lingering was over. And it pretty much took up the whole first 6 weeks of that season. So it was tough.
So definitely was bad luck.
I think it was just, as I look back, I appreciate it more because I feel like it was a learning experience. As far as spiritually, I think it was a learning experience for me because you can't put all your eggs in one basket. All these guys around the world think football is everything, or they think their sport is everything. If they don't have it, they don't have anything. But once you really figure out your purpose and what you're here for, like all those other things, all those accolades, all those opportunities come with it. We're not here to, just be athletes. We're here to inspire and empower other people. So just learning that about myself. Now I'm so at peace with football. I just put the work in and just let God do the rest,
Al acabar la temporada entras al transfer portal y eliges seguir tu carrera en Tulane. ¿Cómo fue el viaje por el portal para ti? ¿Hubo algunas ofertas que te hicieran dudar? ¿Y por qué finalmente Tulane? ¿Cuál fue ese factor X para tomar esa decisión?
So, Sam, at the end of the season, you entered the transfer portal and you choose to continue your career at Tulane. What was the journey through the portal like for you? Were there any offers that made you hesitate, or why did you ultimately choose Tulane? Was there any X factor that helped you to make that decision?
That's a great question. So following 2023 season, we found out that Coach Walden was getting a job at the University of Texas at El Paso. So once they left, it was definitely tough. I knew like I wanted to follow them, but during the time I had one more semester left of undergrad. So just during that time, I had to make a decision. Do I leave to go to UTEP, or do I stay and finish my degree, which I only have a semester left? So I chose to stay and also fill out the new coaching staff that came to Austin Peay. And just during that time, I just felt like my time at Austin Peay had come to an end. And I thought it was time for me to enter the transfer portal and look at my options. And just having the options that I did and taking the visits that I did, I think all of them were awesome. Any school that I visited, like they had my interest for sure. That's why I visited those schools. My first one was UTEP, second South Dakota State, the third one Marshall, the fourth one UNC Charlotte, and then Tulane. So just being able to even go through that process, I didn't go through that process really, that official visit process when I was in high school, when I was in the 12th grade. So just being able to experience those moments were awesome. Just knowing that somebody wanted, like you were high on the market for their team, it felt great. But I definitely had high interest in UTEP just because of that coaching staff and that family-oriented culture that we already had built for 4 years. Like, obviously, I wanted to continue to be a part of that. But I chose Tulane because, one, it was just a new opportunity. And being able to being recruited by Coach Taylor Polk was just something I couldn't pass up. Like, he was the love he showed to me throughout the entire recruiting process was just unheard of, man, because not many coaches are gonna want to give you advice, about the transfer portal, like, because he was a walk-on too. So him being a walk-on and me being a walk-on, like, and us being able to relate and both of us playing linebacker, I mean, I felt like it was a no-brainer for me. It was a no-brainer for me. I came down here, met Coach Summerall, and just I knew then, like, the culture is pretty much the exact same. I just wanted to try something new, and I made the right decision because I wouldn't want to be anywhere else right now, man. And because what we've built here throughout that 1 year, since I got here a year ago and a few weeks ago, it's just, I don't regret anything, man. And we're still building right now, trying to have a successful season this year. So.
So when you talk about doing the visits, do they provide you the flying tickets if you have to fly, or you have to travel by your own?
Okay, so doing official visits, like, you're pretty much taken care of. They're responsible for the travel and whatnot. And when you get there, I mean, yeah, like I said, they're responsible for all travel. Your flight there, your flight back, and your stay in the hotel. So it was good, man.
and to change from one university to another, you can continue studying the same degree, or you have to change?
Okay, it depends, because like I said, if I would have transferred at the time I did, I wanted to, which was December or November of 2023, if all the transfer, my credits would have got pushed back because not all credits transfer, if that makes sense. It depends on the institution you're going to. Some institutions have the same classes, some don't. So if they don't have the same things, some classes you have to retake. Just it might be titled a different way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I literally started grad school. I immediately just started like grad school when I got here. Sport coaching certificate. Like, I just immediately started that because I graduated 2024, May 2024 from Austin Peay.
Okay.
Muy interesante. Antes de pasar al 2024, nos gustaría conocerte un poco más en el campo. Si alguien empieza a acercarse ahora al college football aquí en España, ¿cómo es jugar como jugador? ¿Cuáles son tus principales características? ¿Qué es lo que más te gusta hacer en el campo? Y de las posiciones de linebacker, ¿dónde te gusta más alinearte?
So before jumping into 2024, we would like to get to know you a bit more as a player. If someone is just now getting into college football, how would you describe yourself on the field? Which are your main strengths, or what do you enjoy the most when you're out there playing?
What do I enjoy most?
Apart from hitting people.
Yeah, I would definitely say that. But for sure, like honestly, the thing I enjoy most is seeing my teammates that I've worked out with, trained with, went through hard times with in the off season, seeing them make the plays, like especially like the young guys that I know has like true potential, like to make it to the league, like just seeing those guys make those plays, it gets me fired up. Like that's why like each day, like I try to push them to be the better version of themselves and like understand that like it's somebody that's younger than them that's looking up to them. Because right now, you know, as a young age, you don't see those things. You don't think about those things. All you think about, you see the glitz and the glamour, you see the money, you see just you want to go out there and just make plays for yourself, get film for yourself. But it's always somebody out there watching you. And I just try to let those guys understand that. And just like I said, seeing them make those plays is just, it warms my heart. Like I could go out there and make 3 tackles, but if Makai go out there and make 15 tackles, I'm going to be fired up. Like I'm not going to be upset because I only had 3 tackles. Like that would be very selfish, you know. But you also asked, what's my strengths? Well, I say strengths and weaknesses on the field. I would say my strength would be like play recognition, because I pride myself on watching a lot of film. So I like to know what's going to happen before it happens. Like they line up in this formation, I know what play is coming, what 1 or 2 plays could come. And just being able to communicate that to my teammates that's on the field with me and everybody be on the same page and do their job and we go get a TFL or a sack or a pick, fumble, anything like that. That's the thing I enjoy most. That's the thing I feel like that's going to take my game to the next level, is being able to recognize plays before they happen.
So watching film, you get to watch how the running backs are moving, if they're gonna run, or maybe the pre-snap motions, or you look at things to try to figure what they're gonna do in the offense.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay.
En 2024 te eriges como una de las piezas clave de la defensa que llegó a la final de la American Athletic Conference. ¿Cómo ha sido la temporada para ti personalmente? Has sido elegido segundo equipo ACC, y para el equipo, ¿cómo ha sido después de esa derrota en West Point contra Army?
In 2024, you emerged as one of the key pieces in that defense that made it all the way to the AAC championship game. How was the season for you personally? You have been chosen second team all AAC and for the team as a whole, especially after that loss against Army at West Point.
Personally, I tell people all the time, like I feel like I had a down year coming off of 2023. I feel like I had a down year. I had 105 tackles. 14 TFLs. What else? 6 sacks or something like that. Like, and coming back last year and just, I feel like just the entire year, like I was trying to fill out the playbook. I feel like I was still out there like playing slow. I feel like I played really slow last year. A lot of plays that I should have made that I didn't make. I felt like I was out there thinking too much, and I wasn't playing like myself. I'm grateful for the season I had, but deep down inside, like I know I could have done a lot better. And I can't say I didn't put the preparation in because thanks to Coach Polk, like walkthroughs every day, like we're in the meeting room, like trying to drill it in my head, like the defense and everything, and like you're gonna make mistakes, it happens. But like I said, like I don't regret how last season went. It's just a learning experience. Like I said, like I do feel like it was a down year coming off of 2023. I was hoping for, if not better, similar to the same season, but I didn't. So, hey, got one more opportunity.
Yeah.
¿Y qué viene ahora? Nuevo proyecto. Es cierto que sale Darian Mensah, Mackie Hughes en el portal y rumbo a la NFL, Adin Desar Huntington, el cual entrevistamos aquí y es súper buen jugador y persona, muy simpático. Mika Robinson, Patrick Jenkins, ¿sabes? Varios jugadores han salido, pero han llegado otros como Caden Semenza, como Santana Hooper, Mo West Borderland. ¿Cuáles son los objetivos que te marcas para esta temporada personalmente y cuáles son los objetivos del equipo, ¿no? ¿Cómo ambiciosos son estos nuevos Green Waves?
So there's a new project ahead. It's true that guys like Darian Mensah and Mackie Hughes have entered the portal or are heading to the NFL. Aiden Desar Huntington, whom we have interviewed here, who's both great player and a great person, along with Micah Robinson, Patrick Jenkins, and others. They have also moved on. But at the same time, some strong new additions have arrived. On offense, the QB Caden Semenza, and on defense, players like Santana Hooper and Mo Westmoreland, who are expected to be key contributors. What personal goals have you set for yourself this season, and how do you think how ambitious are the goals for this new look Green Wave team?
The main goal is to win a conference championship and make a run in the National College Football Playoff. That's the goal. My personal goals don't matter. Any way I can help the team, like that's what I'm gonna have to do. God forbid I get injured, I'm gonna have to coach. I'm going out there and coach. I mean, like that's the goal. Like you, in order to get this goal, like on the dot itself every day. Like it's not about me. It's not about what the plays I make out there. Like it's determined on everybody doing their job. So just making sure that everybody's ready. My teammates around me, making sure all the young guys that may not think they're going to play, make sure they're ready. Make sure everybody's ready because it's going to take everybody to do what we want to do. Like you seen last year, like it wasn't easy. Like we went to West Point in what, like 20-degree weather and lost 35-14. Like we got dominated, I want to get ready for something like that. I want the guys ready for something like that. So just being able to each day, like just lead the guys and delegate other guys to lead. I feel like that's the goals, to delegate other guys to lead. Yeah, that was the goal.
Imagino que, ahora se me acaba de ocurrir a mí ahora, que para vosotros sería importante este año conseguir ese partido de la AAC en casa, ¿no? Jugarlo en casa.
So, how important is to play that AAC game in home?
It's so important. Home field advantage is so important. It's so essential because
you had to put a percentage of the importance. Like,
Say that one more time.
if you have to put a percentage of it's maybe 20% easier to play at home, or you can put a number on that, or
I think with our stadium, with our fans,
yeah,
I think it's 80% because once we get that momentum,
yeah,
it's like no other. Like, guys flying around making plays or scoring touchdowns, like that stadium roars. Like it roars. And they're hungry for another title. You know, last title was in 2022. When you had Nick Anderson and Dorian Williams and Matt Michael Pratt, man, all these guys like Lawrence Keys, like all these guys, they're hungry for another one. So once we get the taste, like imagine being in the stadium and we're playing the championship game, like everybody's going to be there, like standing room only because they're waiting for another championship. Like before 2022, Tulane haven't won a conference championship in over 30 years. So it's just like, it's time for another one. So just home field advantage is key, especially going somewhere like West Point where it's 20-degree weather. Like nobody wants to play that. No matter how fake tough they act, like nobody wants to play in 15-degree weather. Nobody wants that. I mean, but can you be mentally tough and fight through it and play through it? Yeah, you can, but not everybody's built for that, And just being able to have your fans and your environment and your community behind you is nothing like it. They had their whole entire, like the entire army, reserve was at the game. Like,
yeah.
I can imagine how they felt, how confident they felt, how comfortable they felt, like just being in their own stadium. But yeah, I think it's 80% for sure.
Sí, se me acaba de ocurrir a mí ahora una pregunta que no estaba en el guión. El año pasado empezaron jugando con varias universidades que son muy top de la nación en los partidos antes de la conferencia y hubo algún partido que estuvo cercano pero no lo consiguieron ganar. ¿Fue importante eso para después la tendencia una vez que se metieron en la conferencia o simplemente fueron una anécdota haber perdido sus primeros partidos?
So last year, the last season, you in the first games you have to face some tough college, some hard programs. And do you think that and you were close to win some games, but you kind of lost that games? Do you think that it matters on how the season went?
That's another great question. I wouldn't say it mattered on how the season went because after those two games, of those two losses, like we went on a run. We went on like a 7-0 run, 8-0 run, something like that.
Yeah.
But I think like premeditated, I think it did affect our season because I think in the back of our minds, we knew that those games mattered the most on getting us in ranked top 15, top 20, and 2, getting us an opportunity to get in the college football playoff. So I think preseason, I think it affected us before the game, like before even we played the game. I don't think we put too much pressure on ourselves, but I think we just maybe thought about it too much, and that's the motto this season, like not thinking about what's ahead, because we know our schedule. Like it's not a secret on what our schedule is like this season. Those first 5 games are serious. Like they're the real deal. Like all our season's the real deal. Like we have a real deal schedule. The entire schedule is a real deal, and we understand that. But it's not about like pointing out certain games. No, it's not about that. You take it one day at a time. You put the work in now in the off season. And then once we get to that game or those games, we focus on that opponent at that time. And we move on after that opponent and we focus on it week by week. We don't look too far ahead because every opponent is the same. You know what I mean? That's how our mindset should be. So, yeah.
Mm.
Ujú.
Mhm.
Muy interesante. Vamos a pasar a, bueno, queremos también pensar un poco más en el futuro, ¿no? Un poco más lejos en el tiempo estaría la NFL. ¿Es algo en la que piensas a menudo? Para ti, ¿qué sería jugar en la NFL? ¿Sería un sueño, un objetivo o ambas?
So, Sam, we would like to look a bit further down the road, the NFL. Is that something you think about often? For you, playing in the NFL will be a dream, a goal, maybe both?
I think about it all the time. Um, honestly, I think about it all the time. I would be lying if I didn't. If I
Yeah.
didn't, say I did. But I think about it in a sense of like knowing like if I was to make it or when I make it, like what that's going to mean for the people that support me. You know, the people that I grew up with, the people I played with that no longer have the opportunity, the guys that are still trying to, you know, get in the NFL. That I know how much it would mean to them. So I'm not putting it on me as like pressure or anything. Like if I don't make it, like it's the end of the world. But it'll
Yeah.
be so wholesome and so surreal, like to fulfill that dream and fulfill that goal, and just being able to. I don't want to just make it to the league. I want to have a long longevity career, like a full career there. Like some people
Yeah.
just make it, you know, say, hey, I made it to the league, you know, I got a jersey. But no, I want a career in the NFL. And just being able to get on that platform and bring my family and my friends and like I said, the guys, my old teammates, the guys I played with, bring them along with me, like they win too. So not only
Yeah.
do I make it, I win, they win. So I want to win for them. I want to get there for them. So I think about it all the time.
Yeah.
Mm.
And maybe as you are getting the right steps, maybe from high school to college, from different colleges, every time upgrading your colleges, that does that put more pressure on your shoulders? You deal with that easily, or you have to work on that? The coaches help you with all that pressure, because we guess that there has to be some pressure on your shoulders.
I would say, yeah, it's pressure there, but you know what they say, the pressure is only on the unprepared. So I prepare every day, you know,
Yeah.
as if it's that time. So at the end of the day, like I know I'm putting the work in. So if I fall short, I know like I'm at peace that I know I did all I could. Only time you feel bad is when you know you didn't do all you could. You could have done better. And I just
Mhm.
every day I try to work and just lay it on the line every day. Say, hey, if this is the last time I ever put my cleats on, like would I be at peace with this, with the work I put in today? And I just go by
Mhm.
that. That's my motto every single day. But pressure, I wouldn't really say it's pressure. It's more confidence than anything because I'm staring my goals in the face. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm staring, I'm staring like everything in the face right now, and I'm in complete control of that right now. So
Mhm.
just having it's exciting, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I just checked that you said that you're from Birmingham in Alabama, and I just checked that it's like a 5 hours drive from your home, Tulane. Do your family have the opportunity to come watch your games live, or do they come to Tulane, or you play maybe something nearer from your home?
I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
I have the best parents. They don't miss a game. Like they
Wow.
don't like they will do anything to call off work. Like even when I tell them like, hey, it's okay, like I'm not gonna feel upset if you don't make it, they still
Yeah.
make it to the game. And like it makes me emotional just thinking about the parents I have, you know. They don't miss a game. Like, they're going to be at every home game. They made it to West Point last year. Like, they did not miss a game. Like, 0 games in regular season, postseason. They didn't miss a game. So
it doesn't matter when you play.
They were in Tampa for the Florida game. Like, I'm so blessed, man, and being able to have other like uncles and my auntie, my cousins, like my sister, like she's in law school. She's trying to get in law school right now. She's taking time to come to my game. Like, I am so blessed with the support system that I have, and like, I gotta shout them out, man, because I wouldn't be where I am without them. Like, the sacrifices they made, like, and they know who they are, man. They've done everything for me. People that's not in my family, like old coaches, old mentors, like, I owe it to them, man. Like I said, this is for them. It's not for me.
Yeah. And in home games, they will sit in the same spot, so you can spot them in the seats, or.
So that's tricky. So I have an uncle. He actually used to coach me in middle school. So he always he's very like in a good way. He's loud. So he'll say
he's not shouting, giving you orders.
Yeah, and I can hear him. So I'll just look up, and all I see is jerseys with 15 on them. Like, and I know who it is. Like, my family's here. You know, as a kid, like growing up, like you playing a game, you don't want to, but you kind of peek in the stands to see, hey, I'm here, like, like. So I do it naturally now. So every now and then I'll spot them and just keep moving, just keep focusing on the game. But yeah, it's not hard to spot them. They usually around the same area every game.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Qué bueno.
Bueno, vamos a pasar un poco a conocerte un poco más fuera del campo también, y para ello tenemos un pequeño off-topic test. ¿Estás preparado?
So Sam, we also like to get to know you a bit better off the field, and for that we have a little off-topic test. Are you ready?
I think so.
Yeah. So, vale, dale, Adri.
¿Cuáles son tus principales aficiones fuera del campo? ¿Cómo es un plan divertido para San Howard en tu tiempo libre?
So, which are your main interests or hobbies outside of football? What does a fun day look like for Sam Howard in his free time?
I'm glad you asked that, because before this summer or even spring, like I was always just focusing on just ball, football, not like trying to branch out and do other things that makes me happy or things that I didn't know made me happy. But like a fun day for me, waking up, get some good food, like some great food. New Orleans has some great food. Eating some good food. After that,
we will get there later about the food.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Going on a good walk or a good run, a good jog or something like that. I like paintballing. I like playing like beach volleyball, basketball, like just going there and just shooting around or something. I like jazz music. I love jazz music, like just hearing the instruments. Obviously playing NCAA. NCAA is fun to play on the PS5. What's another thing? Just watching the sunset. I love watching the sunset. Going in the park, laying down, watching the sunset. What else? Don't don't quote me. I like to cook, but I'm not saying I'm a chef. I'm very good at it, but I like to cook. Preferably steak. I love steak. Ribeye. I love steak. Oh my gosh, I love steak. But that I love the beach. I was fortunate enough to go to Spain. Visited Spain for a study abroad trip this past May, the end of May. Went to Barcelona, Valencia, and Madrid, and just seeing that atmosphere, seeing how different it is from the US, it was it was awesome. And it makes you want to travel more, like, and see the world more. So traveling is going to be a huge hobby for me. Hopefully get very successful where I'm able to, pay for that. But just traveling would be awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I like to stay active. I love the outdoors. I want to get
You
it.
You just answered our last question, because we will going to ask you about coming to Spain. Yeah, so you have been here. If you come again, we will show you the north. I'm for near of Bilbao, and Adri is from Galicia. So if you come, you give us a call, and we will show you the good parts.
For sure.
A comer.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Bueno, dijiste que te gusta la música. ¿Cuál es tu artista o grupo de música favorito?
So you mentioned that you like music. Who's your favorite music artist or band?
Favorite music artist or band? That's the thing. I get this question a lot. I don't really have one.
Yeah.
I just like really good music.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the type that could tell you, like, name, like, artists and name, like, songs. But you play the song, and it's good, I'm going to sit there and listen to it. I'm going to ask, like, what song is this? And I will put it in my playlist to listen to it. I just like good music. Like, if I think it's good music, I will sit there and, listen to it and vibe, But I don't really have a favorite artist or anything like that. Maybe a favorite genre.
Yeah.
I like R&B.
And any music style that you hate, you can stand?
You can't stand certain music?
Some music style that you don't like.
Don't like? I would say it has to be like, it depends on the type of rap it is, but like some certain rap I just don't like. I just don't want to listen to it. I just will not listen to it. It's just, it bothers my spirit. I just won't listen to it. But pretty much other than that, like, I don't have any discrimination on any other music. Really.
¿Eres de ver películas o series y tienes alguna favorita?
Do you like watching movies or series? Do you have any favorite series or movie?
Favorite series or movie? I love Bad Boys. Bad Boys, my favorite movie series. Favorite movie series. Rush Hour, favorite movie series.
Yeah.
Friday, I wish they could come out with another one. What's another one? Fast and Furious was good. I like Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw. That movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie. But that's pretty much it. Something like that.
Y bueno, llegamos a lo que te gusta, que es comida favorita.
Your favorite food?
Favorite food, steak.
Steak.
Like the biggest steak you have, like cowboy, like ribeye, like anything, like tomahawk steak. I don't care. I consider it.
You maybe hate me with what I'm gonna say, but I think, as I saw when I saw some videos of American people cooking, or in England, I think you over season the meat. If the meat is good, you only need salt.
Yeah.
Because if you were here in Spain, if you try some meat, they only put salt on it.
Yeah.
And if the meat is good, it doesn't need anything more. Personal opinion. Don't kill me for that.
No, you're right. You're right. It's just once you get accustomed to like having like very seasoned food, like over seasoned food, once you get accustomed to it, like you long for it. So like anytime you cook, I mean, that's what you're used to. So you never had it any other way. So you just stick to that plan, But like you said, if it's good quality meat, like it only needs salt. Like I go to a butcher down here in New Orleans, Mr. Gary Boron. He has his own. Has his own meat shop. He has his farm and whatnot. And he tells me every time he gives me like a certain like cut of meat, like he said, "Hey, this only needs salt and pepper. That's it. Doesn't need any other seasoning. Like it's great. Like that's all it needs, salt and pepper." And I take his word for it, and he's right every time. Like so, yeah.
I used to be a butcher, so I agree with him 100%. Yeah.
Nice.
Vale, si no jugaras a fútbol, creo que tienes varias opciones. Si no jugaras a fútbol, ¿a qué otro deporte te gustaría ser profesional o practicar?
If you didn't play football, which other sports you would like to play or be professional on it?
Be a professional?
Yeah, maybe.
I would say basketball, but I don't have the abilities that, a very good basketball player has. But I would say like maybe wrestling or maybe baseball. Wrestling or baseball. Like I said, baseball was my first sport. If I would have took it because my stepfather was a great baseball player before he hurt his shoulder. And he had a lot of knowledge on baseball that I could have used. But like I said, my interest wasn't in baseball no more. So I took football and basketball and just went along with it. But I would definitely say wrestling or baseball.
¿Deportista de otro deporte que admires? ¿Tienes alguno?
Do you have an athlete from another sport that you really admire?
Athlete from another sport that I admire. Do they have to be playing right now?
No.
Oh, obviously. Oh, you said it has to be another sport?
Yeah, maybe a basketball player or baseball player or...
I would say
something.
It's from another sport. I would say Kobe.
Yeah.
Just because his mindset, like he always had that chip on his shoulder. Like regardless of how high he got to how low he was, he always had that chip on his shoulder. And the way he went under Michael Jordan's wing and learned from him, because they had the same game. They pretty much had the same mindset, honestly. And him just learning from him and just taking it to another level was awesome. Like I just think about how they said that they wouldn't pass the ball to someone that they know wasn't putting in the work. Like they wouldn't give him the ball. Why would I give him the ball? Like he's not putting in the work, the same work I'm putting in, not even close. He's not putting in extra work. He's not coming to film. He show up to practice late every day. He show up to the arena late every day. Why would I depend on him? And that's always registered with me, just knowing that like your teammates are always watching you, and what you do daily matters. Like everything matters. The work you put in, the days you take off, like all of it matters. So just going off of his mindset is awesome.
Mamba mentality. Yo soy muy fan de Kobe Bryant. ¿Sigues la NFL? ¿Eres de algún equipo desde pequeño?
Do you follow the NFL? Have you got any NFL team since you were a kid? Or
so
we know that it's a difficult question.
Yeah,
you can be a Bears fan and you get drafted by the best team in the world. That is the Packers, but
whoever I get drafted by is the best team in the world.
Which one? Sorry?
I said whoever I get drafted by is the best team.
Yeah. Good answer.
But growing up, I always had like this thing for like favorite players. I always had a favorite player. Besides college football, I used to love Alabama. I was an Alabama fan as a kid growing up. Like, like to be honest with you, like I dreamed of playing at Alabama, like the University of Alabama. I had a dream of playing there. And luckily I got to play against Alabama in their stadium. So I got something, but anyway, like I said, favorite player, like I used to love LeBron. So anywhere LeBron went, you would have thought I was a fan of his team that he was on. So the Cavs, the Heat, the Lakers, you would have thought I was a fan of those teams. But as for NFL, like I was a big Ray Lewis fan, like a huge Ray Lewis fan. You would have thought I was a Ravens fan. Like you would have thought I was a Ravens fan, like the Joe Flacco year, the Ray Rice year, and Quan Bolden,
He's one of my favorite players too, eh? And Luke Kuechly, and I love linebackers.
Yeah. But when he left, when he retired, and I found out about Bobby Wagner, I'm like, I like Bobby Wagner. Like, so I ended up just being a Seahawks fan, Seattle Seahawks fan. So I would say, like, if I had a team, like, it would be the Seattle Seahawks because, like, ever since Ray Lewis retired, like, I've been with Bobby Wagner, like, and I stayed with the Seahawks even when he left, even when they traded him, which I was upset about when they traded him and Russell Wilson, which was like, that was tough. That was a tough time.
Yeah.
But you know, they still going strong, you know. So, Seattle Seahawks.
Voy a cambiar un poco la siguiente porque ya nos dijo un poco los legendarios. ¿Hay algún jugador en la actualidad que te guste fijarte para moldear tu juego, quizás?
Is there any current player that you look up to in the NFL to try to match his game or?
I wouldn't say it is. Besides, like, being able to play elite as them, I would say yes. Like Fred Warner, like I want to be able to play elite as that one day. Like I want to be an elite player like that one day. So just like studying him, like what he does. Like granted, like he has 2 inches on me, like he's 2 inches taller than me. But like just being able to study how he plays and see if I can incorporate those type of things in my arsenal would be great for me because obviously whatever he's doing has made him an elite player and a successful player. But definitely I would say Fred Warner just because he's one of the elite linebackers in the league right now. So just being able to, like go off of that. So I would say
Después, ¿tienes alguna superstición como jugador? Quizás algo que te dé suerte en los días de partido.
Do you have any pre-game superstitions or lucky routines as a player?
Say the last question one more time.
As any routines like wearing the same socks every game or something like that?
I wouldn't say I have any superstition or any. I have a routine. I have a game routine. I walk on the field and, walk down the entire field, walk around the goalposts and walk around the other goalposts. But I always visualize a game before I play it. So while I'm out there, like this was our pregame warm-up last year. Like we have these on, we have our shorts on and shoes. I'm just out there just thinking about the game, like the film I watched. Hey, this formation, this play's coming. Like taking those, like visualizing it and taking my read steps and like running through plays like I think we'll call against them and what I would do. Just doing that. Like that will forever be a routine for me. Just playing the game before it happens. Like playing the game in my head, like practically meditating. And I always drink beet juice before the game. Beet juice.
Nice. Estás muteado, Adri.
Perdón, estaba muteado. ¿Hay algo que la mayoría de la gente no esperaría de ti, como un talento oculto, un hobby o un dato curioso?
So, Sam, is there something most people wouldn't expect about you, like a hidden talent, hobby, or fun fact?
You said they wouldn't?
Yeah, they wouldn't know that something that people doesn't expect that you have. Maybe playing an instrument or singing. Or
I like to think I know how to sing, but
yeah,
I like to think that, but no. I don't know.
Maybe cooking, as you mentioned.
Say it again.
Maybe cooking, that people wouldn't expect you being a good cook, or
I think no one would suspect me to be a good cook, a great cook. I'm decent,
great
but I don't think no one would suspect me to be like, hey, like a real chef. you know. But yeah, I would say that.
Okay.
Sí. ¿Cuál es tu mejor recuerdo hasta ahora en el fútbol y cuál es el más divertido o alguno que se pueda contar, alguna anécdota divertida?
What's your best memory so far in football, or some funny one, something you can share, of course, maybe a funny story or moment that still makes you laugh?
Funny. I won't think of something funny. Think. I can't really think of nothing that's funny off the top of my head right now, but I can't think of my favorite moment.
Yeah.
My favorite moment definitely was the championship game of 2023. That was my favorite moment. The last play, we were up 13-10, and I think it was like 50-something seconds left. And it was fourth down. They went for it on fourth down. They were in minus territory. We knew, like, hey, because UCA had our number. Central Arkansas had Austin Peay's number for years. Like, every time they played, like, Central Arkansas found a way to win. Every time. And I knew that. And ironically, like, every time we played them, like, it was during a time where, like, I didn't have that much, I didn't have that much control, during the game. So I felt like I took it personal, like, when we played them, like, hey, like I want to be, that person that, breaks the status quo. Like, hey, when I played at Austin Peay, like, hey, we won, we beat them. If that makes sense. My Auburn is like, hey, I was on that Auburn team that beat Alabama that year. Like, just having that, that respect. But when Javon McCover disrupted that last pass and we ran to the sideline and just looked at our fans and how happy I was, our family, how happy they was, and just feeling that, like, that moment, because, like I told you before, like, we lost a teammate prior to the season, and seeing the smile on his father's face and his mother's face, they supported us the rest of the season.
Wow.
They were at every game, at most of the games. They supported us for the rest of the season, and seeing how happy they was, because we told them before the season, we was like, hey, this season is for him. Like, we're gonna make this season for him, and just doing what we said we were gonna do. It's no better feeling than that, That's my favorite moment.
Nice.
Vamos ya con las dos últimas. Te vamos a preguntar por el NIL, ¿no? Es un tema que está muy de actualidad, ¿no? Con el nuevo giro de la Corte de California, y un poco que pienses un poco sobre el NIL en general y un poco cómo crees que pueda afectar esta nueva sentencia en California de que las universidades puedan pagar directamente a los atletas. ¿Qué opinas un poco de todo esto?
So we've been very supportive of NIL since its inception, because it's only fair that you, the main players, get your share of a sport that moves billions of dollars. The latest development in the California court ruling, which among other things allows universities to pay athletes directly without third-party companies involved. What are your thoughts on NIL overall?
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this piece. NIL is supposed to be an opportunity for us players to get our brands out there before we get into the real world as careers and branch off if we don't make it. Just have our names out there, create opportunities for ourselves. But what college football has made it to be is I'm not a big fan of, because now it's all about how much money can I give this kid to come to my school. It's not about, hey, getting him an opportunity to give his name out there, give his brand an opportunity to excel. No, it's not about that anymore. It's about, hey, how much money I could put in his face to convince him to come to my institution. And I feel like that's not the way it should be. Because that's not what Reggie Bush wanted. You know what I mean? When he was doing that, like, that's not what he wanted. Like, that's why it got passed for him to get his Heisman Trophy back, which he deserves, because it wasn't him just, taking money, just to have it. It was like, hey, like, maybe his family needed it. You know what I mean? Like, or maybe like somebody struggling, like they need that. But no, like, well, they're making it now. Like, kids at this point, with Gen Z, with our generation right now, like, all kids are thinking about, wow, like high school kids or even transfer kids, all they're thinking about is, how much money can I get?
Yeah.
Like, how hard can I work? How much film can I get so I can get the biggest deal? I want the biggest deal. That's it. Like, it's getting to a point where nobody even wants to play in the league no more. Like, their purpose of playing college football is not to go to the league. Their purpose is to see how much money can they get right now in college football. And it's a shame because they don't understand how that's a very small amount of money compared to the amount of money you could make in the league or any time after college football. And it shouldn't be about the money. It's no longer about the game of football. The respect of the game is gone. Like nobody takes the game serious no more. Like, once they get that money, they sign that paper with all that money and they're getting that direct deposit every month. Like, sometimes they don't even think about coming to work every day. Like, they don't. Yeah. They're not intentional every day about how they come to work. They just know they're comfortable. Like, it's comfortable. Like, guys are getting comfortable. The best players on the team are not being who they're supposed to be because they're making so much money. They're spoiled by the money they're getting. And that's what's hurting teams now. That's why each year, like, it's starting to, I don't know if people are starting to realize, but different teams are starting to, get at that high tier. Before, like, hey, it was Georgia, Alabama every year, or Clemson every year. Like, now other teams are starting to figure it out, only because, like, everyone is just, it's all about who has the best players, who can get closer now. Like the Ohio State team, those guys were together for years. Like, they built a culture together.
Yeah.
Like, nowadays, like, it's hard to have a team like that. Like, that has been together for a while. Every year, rosters are changing. Like, at least 40% of rosters are changing every year due to the transfer portal because guys either want more money or guys feel like they're not being given enough. So it's just like, I mean, the NIL, I feel like the NIL world is destroying college football, and it's hard to watch and it's hard to be a part of because you have teammates and you have people around the world that that's like that they're not interested in working hard for the league. They're just interested in just seeing how much money they can get, and it's sad to watch. But yeah.
Because maybe the original idea was great, like taking part of that cake that you produce. But I think that if they don't have any cap space like in NFL, I mean, if the good universities, they have more money than smaller universities. So it's kind of not a good idea, but bad execution of that.
Absolutely.
And it can, I think that it can, in the future, it can disrupt in the locker room, because if you have one player that is making big money of that makes confrontations between the teammates. Not everybody's. I mean that. How many guys are you in the team?
You said how many are on our team?
Yeah.
How many, like, players in total?
Yeah. Sorry.
Maybe like 110, 15 players on our team.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I don't want to lie. Maybe
No,
110, somewhere in that range.
Yeah. So I mean, if you have 100 and something guys in, and you have 4 or 5 guys in the locker room that they are making big money, it's kind of I don't know how it will fit in the future with. Yeah.
Also, you got to think about these kids that are coming out of high school.
Yeah.
Like they're immediately getting money like they've never seen like before in their life. Like these kids have not seen hundreds of thousands of dollars in their life. And you're telling an 18-year-old to focus on football with all that money in his face and he's never seen it? That's very, that's contradicting. That's contradicting.
They don't do it when they're rookies in the NFL, so imagine in college. Yeah.
Exactly. Like it's like you grown men and rookies in the NFL can't even handle that amount of money. You telling an 18-year-old to be humble, respectful, and work hard and do all these things, and he's never seen his money before. Hey, some guys can do it. Some guys are built from something. Some guys have values, taught values with their families, and some guys are not. Some guys are coming from nothing, never had anything, don't have a family to go back to. All they have is their talent, and you're giving them all this money, and you're asking them to stay humble. That's tough. That's tough, man. That's tough.
And I just want to thank you, Sam, because you are we made this question to all the players that we have interviewed, and you are the first one who has answered really honestly and gave us the best answer to this question, and we want to thank you for that.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you guys again for allowing me to be on your show.
Sí. Le decía a Adri que es el tío que más ha mojado con esta pregunta, que es la pregunta que hacemos a todos los jugadores y ya lo verás.
Sí, es maravillosa, lo entendí casi todo, perdón porque mi inglés no es muy bueno, y lo entendí casi todo y creo que es una reflexión que llevamos haciendo en el programa a tiempo, que creo que con 17 años, incluso a veces con 16, se están convirtiendo en millonarios antes de tiempo y están perdiendo la cultura que tiene que generar ese dinero. Pero bueno. Sí.
Vale.
Y
seguimos
bueno, podíamos estar, vamos para la última porque podíamos estar hablando con Sam 2 horas más, porque la verdad es que es súper simpático y podríamos estar aquí 2 horas más. Para acabar, solemos preguntar si habéis estado en España o si sabéis algo de nuestro, de nuestro país, pero claro, nosotros ya sabemos que tú estuviste en España, porque aparte, bueno, yo vi que estuviste aquí con tu universidad y tal. Y bueno, ¿qué tal tu viaje por España? ¿Qué te ha parecido nuestro país o qué te ha dado tiempo a conocer? Y si te gustaría volver, creo que antes no lo dijiste, sí. Y quizás también a jugar un partido de NFL, ¿no? Que va a venir, la NFL empieza a jugar aquí y ojalá tengamos suerte de verte con tu equipo NFL.
So, Sam, we're going to go with the last question. You mentioned that you have been in Spain. This year, Spain in Madrid is holding the first NFL game in Spain. They're going to play the Commanders against the Dolphins. And how was that trip in Spain for you? Would you like to visit this place again?
Like I said, it was a life-changing experience. That's my first time out of the country, let alone first, because I haven't really been around the United States that much, let alone out of the South. So being able to branch out of the country and see different customs and traditions, like it was amazing, man. Like seeing like different people, like how they treat people, how they go about their day every single day. I felt like I belong there, if that makes sense. Just everyone's active. Everyone's active, like from the age range of from like 10-year-olds all the way up to like 75-year-olds. You see them active, like everybody's walking everywhere, exercising, the food is clean. Like the heat is not too bad, the weather's not too bad. Like I loved it. Like, and I want to relive it. It was awesome. Next time I get some free time like that, an opportunity, yes, I have to go back for sure. Europe for sure. So whether it's France, whether it's back to Spain, whatever, like I have to go back. It was awesome.
Pues nada, nos encantará recibirte aquí en España de vuelta y poder conocerte sería increíble. Nada, queremos darte muchísimas gracias, Sam. La verdad es que ha sido increíble. Te dijimos al principio si tenías media hora o tal y nos hemos ido hora y cuarto, pero es que podíamos estar hablando mucho más tiempo. Así que nada, muchas gracias. Te vamos a apoyar mucho desde aquí. Ya formas parte de la familia de las Miruna College y vamos a seguirte toda la temporada y ojalá cumplas tus objetivos. Ojalá ganes la AAC esta vez en casa, que puedas jugar en casa el partido y ganarlo y te seguimos desde España. Muchas gracias.
So Sam, it's been a blast. It's been a great interview. Thank you for being with us, for taking the time for us. We will support Tulane from here. It's kind of crazy sometimes with our difference, but for sure that we are gonna watch your games, and whenever you want, if you want to come again, we ask you that if you have 30 or 40 minutes, and we are already a quarter past an hour, so we can be here like for 3 hours. But thank you for the opportunity, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck, and for sure you're gonna have a good season ahead.
I can't thank you guys enough, man. This did way more for me than than anything. Like, this was a highlight of my day. Like, I appreciate you guys, because just being able to just talk about, you know, everything you've been through and reflect.
Yeah,
like, it's just it's a peaceful time, a wholesome time, and like I said, like I have my family and my support system to thank for that. And I just thank you guys for allowing me, again, to be on your show, because you could have chose anybody. I can think of plenty of names you could have chose to be on your show, and you chose me. So I humbly appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. ¡Buah! Vaya entrevistón, tío. O sea, a mí me ha volado la cabeza Sam Howard. O sea, me ha parecido increíble la entrevista que acabamos de hacer. Es un poco más larga de lo que solemos hacer, pero ha merecido mucho la pena. Pero hemos hablado de todo. Nos hemos parado un poco más en cosas porque a mí, tanto a ti como a mí, nos han venido como preguntas como a la cabeza, ¿sabes? Entonces, pues, bueno, no te presenté, perdona, Bartu, que hoy no hicimos entradilla. Nada, estos son las Million College. Hemos estado ahora con Sam Howard. Yo soy Adri Fraguas, vuestro Truferman. Y aquí está conmigo Bartu, @Bartu46 en todas las redes sociales. Si queréis buscarlo, él está ahí repartiendo estopa. ¿Qué tal, tío? ¿Cómo estás?
No me busquéis.
No me busquéis, que lo encontráis.
No, sin más, desde cuando saco el troll que tengo dentro, pero bueno, nada, brutal. O sea, yo es la entrevista con la que más contento me he quedado, por cómo nos han venido todas las preguntas, por cómo ha contestado. La respuesta que ha pegado a lo del NIL es como para sacar un corte de esos 3-4 minutos y mandarlo a todas las universidades, porque es la puta verdad lo que dice. Es un arma de doble filo lo del NIL. Yo creo que lo que hemos comentado con él, una idea en principio buena que está mal ejecutada. O sea, mal ejecutada. Yo creo que al final incluso pensaría, porque ya casi no creo en la bondad en esos círculos, ¿no sabes? O sea, yo creo que lo que buscaban era esto desde el principio. Si vamos a disfrazar esto como que son para pagar a los jugadores, pero al final, tío, estás pervirtiendo el sistema, tío. Si no ponen un límite a las universidades de dinero, esto pues las universidades potentes, los que tengan buenos patrocinadores, pues pondrán el taco. Por ejemplo, y no es porque sea tu universidad, pero Oregón, con Nike, estando Nike allí, pondrán el taco que haga falta y se llevarán a todos los mejores jugadores.
Sí, o lo que está haciendo USC con la clase del 26, que poco menos puso ahí, bueno, ya el que llegue a estas horas que no se asuste, puso la chorra encima de la mesa y venga, millones para aquí y repartiendo, claro. Y venga, venga. Y se está llevando toda la clase del 26 casi, si te descuidas. No cabe más, ya está dejando un poco para los demás. Entonces, entre que ahora ya pueden pagar, que sabes, que antes no podían pagar, ahora ya pueden pagar ellos también, ya podían pagar a través de sus patrocinadores y tal y todo eso. Hombre, pues lo que está diciendo es muy cierto, ¿no? Esto es un cachondeo y se está creando millonarios antes de esa... Bueno, sí, vale, son buenos jugadores de high school, pero es que muchos de ellos están empezando a cobrar millones con 16, 17 años, que no saben muy bien gestionar eso y se están creando una de juguetes rotos increíble.
Claro, y ahí viene la segunda parte que él mencionaba también. Al final, tú cómo le dices a un chaval que seguramente, mira las entrevistas que hemos tenido, gente que viene ahí de unos backgrounds de miseria prácticamente. Tú cómo le dices a un chaval de 17, 18 años que gestione, que va a cobrar 100.000 pavos así por la puta cara. Lo que él decíamos, a los rookies de NFL no son capaces de hacerlo, pues imagínate un chaval con 4 o 5 años más joven. Que yo qué sé, que igual ha tenido una infancia en la que solo comía una comida caliente al día y ahora le dices que va a gestionar bien esas cantidades de pasta. Pues un arma de doble filo, pero bueno.
Sí, creo que es súper importante el trabajo que se está intentando hacer también alrededor. Quiero decir, no todo es negocio, claro. Es verdad que se está intentando cuidar más la salud mental de estos chicos, que es muy importante, porque al final es todo. O sea, 17, 18 años, de repente te ves con un NIL de $2 millones y te ves de repente conduciendo un coche muy bonito, yendo de vacaciones el fin de semana, pues, sabes, a tu casa, pero también en barco, en yate, a no sé dónde, tal, no sé qué. Bueno, se trata un poco de que esto se gestione, pero ¿cuántos chicos hay ahí, sabes? Que al final, pues podemos decir nombres, a mí no me gusta tampoco ejemplificar, porque tampoco sabemos la vida de la gente que pues, se quedó por el camino, sí, ¿sabes? Sí. Pero de chicos que han cobrado un NIL muy alto y yo a algunos no lo hemos visto jugar aún. Entonces, pues vamos a ver cómo pasa eso, ¿sabes? Y bueno, no sé, ¿qué opinas de aparte de eso del resto de la entrevista? Una pasada, ¿no?
Joder, muy guay, tío. El tío se ha mojado. Todas las preguntas que nos han venido así, creo que dan una imagen, una foto muy completa de lo que es el chaval, ¿no? De dónde viene, que su familia le pueda acompañar a todos los partidos. Está muy guay esa pregunta. Y luego el tema de las universidades también, claro que es algo que yo hasta ahora no se lo habíamos preguntado a alguno, pero en cambio, tú cuando cambias de programa puedes seguir cursando lo mismo, el título te va, claro.
Depende. Es que, como nos lo estuvo muy guay. Sí. Está muy guay lo que nos explicó. Me gustó mucho que como que no es todo a través de él, sino a través del equipo. Sus objetivos realmente son con el equipo y si él es exitoso, si llega a sus suces, este puto inglés, en el campo, él va a llegar luego, ¿sabes? Luego va a llegar al NFL, quiero decir. Él al final, y también me gustó mucho eso que dijera, que al final él sí que piensa en NFL, es que es imposible no pensar. Sí, está en su último año y yo creo que este chico sabe que él es muy listo en el campo, es un jugador muy inteligente, que lee muy bien las jugadas, que además es muy bueno en equipos especiales, que esto en la NFL le gusta mucho, y que yo creo que este chico tiene su momento, como han tenido, por ejemplo, Rubén Hippolyte, que tuve oportunidad de entrevistarlo también con raritos y tal. Creo que es un linebacker muy valioso para muchos equipos que yo lo que le deseo es que esté sano todo el año, por favor, y que disfrute la temporada, tío, porque este chico se lo merece.
Tío, has oído lo que ha dicho y ha sido un down year para él, o sea, un año malo. 104 placajes, creo que ha dicho, 14 tackles for loss, 6 sacks y un año malo. O sea, es que eso es un año brutal para cualquier otro, pero bueno, o sea, la mentalidad la tiene, el físico también, así que nada, otro equipo más al que seguir. No sé, yo creo que voy a dejar de ver la NFL para ver solo college, porque con tantos jugadores a los que seguir, no sé.
Sí, aparte, pero es mi segundo jugador de Tulane entrevistado. Es verdad que Adin ya no estaba en Tulane cuando yo estaba ya yendo para el draft. Pero yo en los programas siempre he dicho que Tulane es una de mis universidades favoritas del G5 porque siempre me ha gustado mucho y yo creo que aún no nos metimos en previas, pero si no es mi principal favorita, es una de las 2 o 3 para llegar a ser mejor Group 5 este año, porque perdió mucho, pero también ganó muchos jugadores muy interesantes, como Mo Westmoreland, que es un jugador brutal en defensa. Quiero decir, su defensa va a ser muy buena, me parece. Y entonces, nada, pues casi vamos a dejarlo aquí porque podríamos tirar aquí. Hay mucho de qué reaccionar. Y gracias a todos a los que llegaron hasta aquí, ¿sabes? Que bueno, pues que vieron toda la entrevista, espero que la haya disfrutado. Como siempre digo, aunque sea una décima parte de nosotros, que para nosotros hacerla siempre nos salimos muy satisfechos, poder conocer al jugador, tal, ¿sabes? Yo ya, pues eso, poder contactar con él, que esté encantado y que vamos, que él, pues para él fue como hasta especial, entre comillas, ¿no? Que lo contacten desde tan lejos, le hizo como
Sí,
ilusión,
sí.
¿no? Que lo eligiéramos, ¿no? Digamos, ¿no? Que
Sí,
podíamos
sí,
haberle
nos lo ha
hablado.
agradecido.
Sí,
Sí,
no lo ha agradecido, sé que nada. Y bueno, y es que es muy simpático, tío, porque
sí, sí.
lo del saludo es súper simpático. O sea, ahí hay que hacer el making of.
Sí.
Pero bueno. Nada,
Yo,
tío, nos vemos
si me permites una cosa, Adri, a la gente que nos ve y esto, yo le pediría si hay alguna pregunta genérica que les gustaría que hiciésemos a los jugadores, no sin especificar, porque igual no saben si vamos a entrevistar a un receptor o lo que sea, sin meternos en eso. Algo que les gustaría saber, que les preguntásemos, pues la verdad que nos ayudaría, ¿no? Para salirnos igual un poquito del guión, porque sé el trabajo que tienes por detrás, Adri, haciendo los guiones y tal, y yo creo que facilitaría y daría un nuevo giro también, o sea, un poquito de aire fresco igual a las entrevistas, así que yo haría esa petición.
algo genérico que se les ocurra y
Sí,
tal. Aunque nosotros intentamos que no sean exactamente todas las entrevistas iguales, hay cosas parecidas, porque al final son jugadores,
eso
quiero
es,
decir. Entonces,
claro.
pues claro, tienes que preguntarles por lo que hicieron durante el año. Quiero decir, no tiene sentido que le preguntes, pues, si comieron muchos parritos calientes y patatas fritas. Entonces, ¿qué coño le vas a preguntar? Quiero decir, por el año, pues si uno ganó uno, pues mejor, porque quiero decir, al final son cosas
Claro.
alrededor, ¿no? La edad que tengan, cuando son personas jóvenes, cuando son chicos true freshmen, nos paramos un poco más en la época de recruit, pero al final lo tienen fresco, ¿no? Y por ejemplo, este chico, una cosa que nos dejó clara es que él se perdió todo eso por culpa del puto COVID. La pandemia le cortó eso y después tuvo la suerte que entró al portal y vivió un poco esa zona de
Sí,
visitas desde Austin Peay cuando pasó a Tulane y tal, que yo ya sabía que él dudara porque está el tema de UTEP, ¿no? Que su entrenador se fue para allí y tal, y está a punto de
sí,
seguirlo y tal. Y él al final pues sintió como el amor, ¿no? De Tulane y eligió Tulane y creo que está muy contento de haber elegido Tulane y bueno, pues sin más, la gente eso, que nos puede mandar sugerencias, dudas, lo típico, oye, ¿y por qué no entrevistas a un jugador de tal universidad? Lo intentamos, quiero decir. Aquí lo intentamos. Manejamos, a ver, no quiero tirarme el moco, pero manejo una lista de jugadores interesante para intentar entrevistar. Luego después ya sabéis que muchas veces están tan ocupados que es muy difícil encontrar una fecha, sobre todo porque vivimos en el puto culo del mundo. Y entonces igual uno de estos chicos, sobre todo de la costa del Pacífico, nos puede atender a las 8 de la tarde, pero a las 8 de la tarde para nosotros son las 7 de la mañana, o las 6 de la mañana, o las 5 de la mañana. Entonces, claro, tampoco
sí.
podemos hacer entrevistas muchas veces a gente que nos gustaría y que a lo mejor nos hacen caso, pero no podemos acabar de encontrar una hora y cosas así. Pero bueno, que nos dejen sugerencias y nada, Bartu, nos vemos en la siguiente, que yo no puedo decir seguro, pero yo creo que va a haber más. Creo que el trabajo está hecho para que haya más. Así que
Sí,
nada, gracias,
sí,
tío.
sí. Nada, Adri, para cuando quieras. Un saludo a todos.
Nada, muchas gracias a todos, dándonos un me gusta, unos comentarios y nos vemos en la siguiente. Chao, chao.